Well, I'm doing a video about a phone and transferring stuff from my... I forgot my phone. Hello everybody and welcome to Tech Uploaded. I'm Chris as always, and I got my phone, tracked down my iPhone, then I remembered I had to get the cable too, so it was a thing. And then on top of that, I've got the Samsung Galaxy S7, but not just any S7, the unlocked S7. See if you can see that. Ooh, that's what makes all the difference right there. Unlocked. So this isn't the most exciting video in the world, but I got to thinking, I've been doing these vlogs and I've got something on myself. I don't know. I regrettably had McDonald's for dinner. I'm not proud. I've been doing the vlogs and they're very long. So I thought, you know what? Every now and then just little things happen that are share worthy, I feel, but I feel we'll get buried in a 2-hour long vlog. So I'm like, whatever. Let's just, I'll share it. Why not? So one thing to note, the office is different. I rearranged the office, did some cleaning up. I've actually got an area, I should probably silence my phone. I've got an area over here where you can't see behind me that's actually going to be set up with like a black backdrop and like a nice just permanent area to just sit and just talk and, you know, do whatever. Kind of more for not this channel and maybe like actual work, but you know, this channel too, I suppose. But anyway, in order to make room for that, I kind of had to move some stuff around. So I liked having my desk facing out towards the door and the window and everything, but I've got it set up now where I've got this nice foam here, and I once I get the backdrop over there, hopefully that'll soak up some of the echo that's going on in the room, and then having this here is really nice for my mic and all that stuff, but that has nothing to do with the title of this video, and that is the Samsung Galaxy S7. So TUCat isn't here if you don't watch the vlogs. TUCat is my cat, so you might hear him meowing. It's a very nice October evening. It's breezy, the windows are open, so you might hear some weird things. So, Storytime. Been using Ting. And I mentioned it in my last vlog, and a bunch of people were like, stop using Ting. You got a bunch of other services you can use. But in the meantime, been on Ting, and that uses the T-Mobile network. The thing about the T-Mobile network is it's not super friendly, apparently, with international phones because of some of the LTE bands that are missing from the international version of the Galaxy S7. But I really wanted to use the S7. I really liked using the S7. I had the international version. It was great, but I was dropping calls like every 10 or 15 minutes, having all kinds of problems with call quality. I put the Ting card in my iPhone and then everything was happy. So I figured, okay, fine. I'll bite the bullet and just get the unlocked US version of the S7, which came out not super recently, but fairly recently compared to the rest of the S7s. Now the difference with this one is this uses the Snapdragon processor, the 820, whereas the international version uses like the Exynos processor or whatever. And that one supposedly is a little bit faster. This one handles memory a little bit better from what I've seen. So, well, whatever, close enough. I also was able to get black, which I wasn't able to do with the international one. I just couldn't find one at the time that I ordered it. So, cool. That all said, this is just a casual unboxing here, and then I'm going to see how the transfer goes, you know, with my iPhone and all that good stuff. So here we go. It's vlog time. It's phone time. Let's slide that. By the way, this packaging, very nice, very nice. I showed you earlier. It does say unlocked on there, and then it just has a bunch of other deets and that stuff. So it is the 32 gigabyte model. Let's slide this thing open. So that slides off, and then you got the box, and it just says Samsung on there. And then you got a little lip that flips out. I did notice an addition in the US version. You have this little flap here, so that's nice. And then you just open up the box, which is it's not magnetic. I was kind of hoping it would be magnetic. I like the magnetic boxes. I feel like the international one was magnetic, but I don't know. So you open it up, phone's inside. It's a black phone, looks good. There's a bubble. There's a bubble in the coating. Not a big deal, but you know, I've got to get this off right away because that bubble is really doing my OCD a number. So feels like the silver one, except this one's black. And when you slap it, it kind of has a hollow sound. That's interesting. I don't know why I figured that out or why I noticed that. So anyway, yeah, phone feels great, feels awesome, looks fantastic. Honestly, guys, I've used the silver one and now I've seen the black one. I haven't even taken it out of the wrapper yet, and I can already tell you Wow, the black one really, in my opinion, looks just so much better than the silver one did. So big ups for the black version of this. All right, what other goodies are in here? Let's pull off the top layer here. And that piece just kind of comes out. And then you got another thing here, and okay, here we go. So the rest of this is pretty similar. You have this thing, it's got the instructions and stuff, and importantly, the removal key, which you're going to need right away to put in your SIM card, as well as your micro SD, which I think everything's in new places. This is going to be small to pick up in the camera, but I do have a Samsung 64 gigabyte, micro SD XC1 fancy fast SD card that I'm gonna put in there. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to start taking things apart. So this is the thing that you're gonna need right here. This is the key to the phone and all of its goodness. So just slide it down, fold the paper back. I lost the key. The rest of the stuff is your usual and customary fare here. You've got the charger, the USB cable, the little transfer thing here for converting the micro USB or whatever to standard USB. And then you do get some black headphones. Now, on the silver one, I think these were white. So I can't get them out. Okay, so yeah, here are the headphones. I guess I'll take those out. They might be white. I think they are white. They're just in a darker box. Boo, Samsung. I was hoping you'd match them to the phone. So there's the headphones. The usual customary, you got the volume control. There's a button probably to answer calls. There's a button to hang up on people, maybe to skip songs. I don't really remember. I didn't use these too whole long when I was using the last phone because I didn't use that phone very long. I did pre-charge this, by the way. It was at about 60% when I took it out of the box the first time. So it's ready to go. This does have fast charging with Samsung, but the real key player that I'm gonna need right now is this USB connector right here. This guy is the key to transferring things from the Samsung phone or from my iPhone to the Samsung phone. So yeah, first things first, I do have a SIM card for Cricket. I'm gonna try them. A lot of people recommended Cricket. I was getting slammed actually with people recommending Cricket because I was saying I was happy with AT&T and then I wasn't super happy with Ting. So I know that Mr. David DeFranco really enjoys this. So this is for you, David. Peeling off the protective plastic. Ooh. Yeah. There's my lights. So yeah, that's cool. Let the fingerprints begin. I do remember that much. There is a sticker on the back of here. I thought that sticker that's on here was on the, thought it was on the wrapper, but it's on the phone. So I'm gonna peel that off and actually move it over to the little tray just so I still have it in case I need that information. But yeah, so tool, hole, put the tool in the hole, and there you go. Now, the nice thing about the US version of the S7, that is the unlocked version of this, you can do GSM or CDMA. So we're talking, you know, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, pretty much every single network that exists in the United States, and pretty much everything internationally as well, because pretty much every band that they could possibly think of is in this phone. So you're good to go there. Here's a little drawer that comes out, so you can see you've got the area to put in your SIM card, as well as your storage device, your micro SD card. So I'm not gonna put in the SIM yet because it did say on Cricket's instructions not to do that until you have activated it. But apparently I am having, I'm struggling. I'm having the struggles right now. So I wanna put the SIM card, or not the SIM, the reason I wanna put the micro SD card in here first is I am going to be transferring photos and I want them to go onto that. This does say Qualcomm 4G on the top. Obviously it did not say that on the international version because that's not what was in it. And then there's just some regulatory numbers on the very shiny back of the phone that you can barely see down here. I'm gonna hold down the power button and turn this thing on. You can see the screen. This is with extremely bright lights. Just, I mean, you can see really flooding this thing, and it's still super bright, super easy to read. It just looks fantastic. So the phone's gonna boot up and then it's gonna like walk me through stuff that I need to do. So I'm gonna get to that point. So The first thing you'll notice is when this one boots up, the default language that it jumps to is English. So that's always nice. That was not the case with the international version, obviously. So I'm gonna go through now and do my Wi-Fi settings and all that good stuff, but then I'll show you the fun part, and that's just how easy it is actually if you're using an iPhone to move over to the Samsung Galaxy, because I've been through this before. So I gotta do this first though, because my Wi-Fi network is hidden, so I gotta go through a couple extra steps. Success in connecting to the Wi-Fi. Did my computer go to sleep? Let it rest. It's had a busy day. It's moved around a lot. Got another device? If you use another Android device, oh, it interrupted me. So it says, if you use another Android device, you can quickly copy your current setup to this device. I don't have another Android device, so I'm gonna tell it no. No. Just got an email from the iPhone telling me that I logged into this. The phones are already telling each other things. Piece of dust on there. I did get screen protectors for this. I hate using screen protectors because I am super weird. And I know I'm not alone in this about dust getting on the screen when I'm putting on the screen protector. Ooh, that really, that stresses me out when I have to do that. It really does. Ooh, it's time to set up fingerprint. This is always super exciting. Here we go. Now here's the step that is really cool. Copy content from old device. You can quickly and easily transfer content such as images, contacts, and messages from your old devices. So it says on here, you just connect the little connector at the bottom, run your cable over to your phone, and boom, you should be good. Plug in the iPhone cable, plug this into Mr. Samsung, and then plug this into iPhone. Now I'm guessing I'm gonna have to tell the iPhone that it's okay for this to access things, because usually on the iPhone that's the case. You have to unlock it, then you have to say trust. So I'm gonna trust, and a pop-up message will appear on your iOS device. So now like things are happening. We've got stuff happening on both devices. This is going to start scanning and figuring out kind of what's going on between these two phones. It does say that it is connecting to an iOS device, so we're on the right track. Forgot how long this part takes. All right, so didn't go quite as smoothly the second time around. However, I just skipped it, and then as soon as the phone went into the main screen, a thing popped up at the top and said, do you want to transfer data? I said yes. And then it said select your device. I said iOS device. It had me log into my iOS account. And then boom, everything shows up, all of my iOS devices. So I want my iPhone 6S that was backed up not May of 2016, but October 7th, today. So I'm gonna select that, and then it's going to pop up another screen. And basically this screen's just gonna say what it's gonna transfer, how long everything's gonna take, blah, blah, blah. Yay, everyone can be happy. I can unplug this. Now, another thing, don't lose this little guy. This little thing has a lot of uses. Go look up some videos online. You can hook up all kinds of stuff to this. You can plug in a keyboard and a mouse. You can plug in a thumb drive. You can plug in like a card reader. You can do all kinds of fun stuff with this. So don't lose this thing. It's actually really handy. So now basically what I need to do is I need to take my Cricket Wireless, your phone, our network, and get this SIM card in this phone, get everything activated, do all that good stuff. By the way, Ting, Cricket, no, Samsung, nobody's paying me for any of this. This is just me going through a thing. Long story. But anyway, I finally got a Samsung device that hopefully will work correctly with my carrier and all that good stuff. And it's in black, and I'm happy. Yes, it did cost a little bit more because it's the US version of the unlocked phone from Samsung, but you know, whatever. So there you go. All right, so there is the selfie cam. I'll try not to swivel too much and make you dizzy. I'm telling you, the cat is freaking out down here. But anyway, looking at the viewfinder, everything looks good. It is nice and wide. That is nice. This camera is not that far away from me. It is capturing quite a bit in the frame, so that's always good. Definitely better than the iPhone 6S that I was using, so happy to see that. Not that I really use this feature all the time, but it is good to have in a pinch. And I figured I would use this as a chance to show off the camera and also mention something that I didn't mention in the video. And that is, I thought that the transfer worked from my iPhone, but actually I had to update the Smart Switch software that comes included with the Samsung Galaxy S7 because I don't think was ready for OS 10 or iOS 10. It's all getting confusing. Is it macOS? I don't know. But anyway, the new version of iOS wasn't playing nice with Smart Switch, but as soon as I upgraded it in the Google Play Store, I plugged everything in, and then it worked fine. It was able to transfer everything over before it just took my contacts. So if you get a Galaxy phone or any of the other phones that may come with software that is similar, make sure you update the software so that it is ready for the latest version of iOS. Let's see if I can swivel around and get to you, Cat. There he is in the window. He's chilling. That was kind of all over the place, but that was kind of the point of it. This normally would have just been in the vlog, so I thought I would just kind of pull it out as its own separate thing. So there's the Samsung Galaxy S7 Unlocked US Edition. Runs pretty much everything you could possibly want, every carrier you could possibly want, that is. Logged into my iCloud account, all my photos are on there as well, so I can copy them over to the computer, which I think I'm going to do, just to have them, because I'm paying $1 a month right now to have that iCloud storage, and once I stop using the iPhone, then I'm not gonna do that anymore, so I need to get the photos to something so that I have them in my possession, so I can cancel that account and all that stuff. So yeah. Android user now. I guess I'll check back in and let you know how that's going. I had a little taste of it from when I had the international version, but I was just so frustrated with not being able to make phone calls, because call me crazy, I still make phone calls with my phone. I wasn't able to make phone calls, and that had me bothered. So I really am happy I went with the black. I think the black looks really, really sharp. I need to take a microfiber cloth to it, kind of rub some of this stuff off the back. It is saying that I have notifications already. I don't know how it knows that. It's pulling things in from May of 2013. Okay. It's thinking that it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what it's doing. So anyway, I gotta get the SIM in here. I gotta get this thing set up. But that's it. Samsung Galaxy S7 Unlocked Edition. So you know the drill by now if you've been watching my videos for a while. You can follow me on my other social media networks such as Twitter and Instagram as Tech Uploaded. You can also join the Facebook community. Join the Tech Uploaded Facebook page, facebook.com/techuploaded. You can shoot me an email at techuploaded@gmail.com. And if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, do that thing that you do. And you know the drill, don't be a stranger. Check back soon.